Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? I am Pamela Chase, the lead hooking specialist and founder of Hook for You, where we are dedicated to keeping the art of crochet alive. And we do that by teaching the skills to women and children to boost their self-esteem and create a healthy and positive environment. Now, today is Wednesday. So on Wednesday, it's what's on your hook. So we're going to discuss what's on your hook. It's as people know who've been following, know that I've been working on this bag, and I had made a promise that I wouldn't bring it back. I was going to try to finish it, but no. I just wanted to show this is the result right now, and I'm finished with the foundation of it. Now all I got to do is do the straps and all that, the edging and the straps and all that. So this is what's on my hook. Um, it's a bag, a bucket bag. There, and it's made out of mustard color and a regular yarn. And it is almost complete. All I need to do is, oh my God, don't tell me that again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, my other device says, "Hello, March Johnny Creations. I am broadcast on Instagram, which is separate on a separate device than YouTube and Facebook. So YouTube, I mean Facebook, Instagram is frozen right now. I don't know what happened, but it is frozen now. I don't know if you can hear me now. If anyone can hear me, please make a comment. But we're not showing on Instagram at the moment. But I was just showing what I am working on, which is I'm finishing up my bag. And then I'm gonna, as normal, I'm gonna be doing this in other colors, and that's what I'll be doing. And I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to put crochet straps on it, or do I want to go ahead and just get a leather strap to attach to it? Do I want to get like the hooks and then just crochet and put them in the hooks? I'm just trying to figure out how I wanted this to go. Because most time with these kind of bags, they have a strap plus they have a drawstring. So I would probably do the drawstring, and then I will get a some kind of strap. I'm not sure I want to crochet the strap. I'll just get a leather strap. Okay. But this is what's on my book, and this is finished. So next, I'm going to really get in gear to do other things. I just been taking my time with my crocheting and not really doing a lot with it. But I'm getting back into the ball. Hey, Carol. Hey, Frida Creations. Can y'all hear me? Because I know I'm not being broadcast. I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know. It just it conked out. So I had to click on the video button, but it just conked out. It did it Monday too. But this is what's on my hook, and it's the bucket bag, Carol, that I've been working on. So I need to I just want to ask anybody's opinion on how should I do the straps. Should I do leather? Should I crochet straps and just have it attached and or do I or get the class and crochet with that? Which ways? There's different ways of doing this. I'm just trying to figure out because I know I'm gonna put a drawstring through here too. That would be crochet. So or maybe leather, but I'm not trying to do all that right now. I think I'm gonna do everything crochet. I'm gonna do the straps and the um, drawstring. What's on y'all hooks? I want to know. Okay. Okay. On Facebook, for some reason, I cannot see the comments. Let me see. Comments so far. There's something about the comments on here. Okay. Um, Today we we talk about what's on our hooks, and also we're gonna be doing a different stitch today. We haven't done stitches in a while, so we will be doing a stitch today, and the stitch is called the thick and thin front loop single crochet stitch. Never heard of it before, but I saw it and I said, okay. I mean, it's not something that is 1 minute. It is not something that's hard. It's just that you have to add more yarn. Pom pom earrings. Okay, okay. It sounds cute. But the thick and thin front loop single crochet stitch. Okay, tassel earrings. And I've seen those, and those are really cute. And what it includes is two types of yarn, a thick and a thin. Now, some people use bulky, and they may do DK weight or sport weight. It's not together. You're doing alternate rows. But also, some people use yarn and thread. Something like this. That's kind of thin. This is cotton yarn. Some people use regular threads, but it has to be a drastically different size of yarn. And you start out with the heavier yarn. And you start with the heavier yarn, and you just do as many stitches as you like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 20 stitches. Sorry about that. I'm using the H hook. And this is a very, very simple stitch. It doesn't really matter how many stitches you do. I mean, chains you do. But what you're going to do for the first row, what you're going to do for the first row, Sorry about that. But in the second chain from the hook, you're going to do a single crochet stitch all the way across. And the first row is single crochet. That's how you start it off. But you start out with a heavier yarn. Now, keep going. Keep going across. Single crochet stitch. Single crochet stitches, there's no yarning over. You just take your hook, put it in the chain or stitch, yarn over, pull it up. You have two loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both. And that's a single crochet stitch. So that's what we're going to do in the first row. So many things keep going on. I'm so sorry. Okay. But anyway, I'm sorry. Single crochet already full. Trying to type stuff. It's not working. So, what's going on with this? Hi, hanging on by a thread. How are you doing today? What's on your hook? And then you go to the end and chain one and turn. Okay. Now what you do is you only go in the front loop. just to put in the front loop. Oh, okay. Thank you for joining. So you go into the front loop. Then you just keep going to the front loop. Now, I just have a question. I'm having issues because most of my hooks are boy hooks, and the ones like this, for some reason, they pull out, and the silver part gets longer, and I'm like, what is going on? And you notice that it's flappy at this end because it's pushing up. And I thought it was because my J hook was doing that, like this was doing that, and I thought it was because I was using, what kind of yarn was I using? I was using t-shirt yarn and using a real tight stitch. So I thought, but that's probably the reason why. But even when I'm using regular yarn with this H hook, it still does the same thing. Does anybody else have that issue going on? So I'm just wondering because I don't want to just get rid of all my hooks. But I may have to just get some new ones because it's it's a challenge. And there's something going on with this yoke too. But you go through the front loops to the end. Okay. This one is 7. Okay. Now, get to the end. It's not good yarn to use. The only reason I use this yarn because I had a thin yarn that same color. Hello, the dinner tables. How are you doing today? Then you get to the end. And this is what you do. How are you? And also, if you're coming on, please share, and you're a crocheter or a knitter, please share what you're working on. Okay, I'm going to do that. But see, before you get to this end, attach the thin one to it. So what I do, and I'm just doing this for this purpose right now, is I will cut and I will tie it. And that's how I do it. There are other ways that you can join yarn, which I will go over another time. But do is before you get to the last, when you get to almost the last stitch, you attach the other yarn. This is my first time doing this. Great, great. So if we I'll be seeing this stitch for the first time along with you. So make sure it's tight. So do this in the turning chain, you do the last single crochet stitch. Chain one and turn. Now you continue with the front loops. What you're doing with your spinner yarn. And then what you're doing is you're going to alternate. So for 2 rows of the thin, 2 rows of the thick. So I'm going to do 2 rows of this, and I think I may do 2 more rows of the thick. And we'll be done. Something wrong with this. And it tells you not to change your hook. So I'm not changing the hook. But it's kind of different working. Thank you. Thank you, dinner tables. It's just hard to navigate this. So, continue to do it. Anyone knows me knows I'm not a fan of single crochet. Kind of mess with my fingers, but that's what the stitch entails. I don't know what you can make with these. Maybe a blanket or something. I'm not sure. And you do it to the end. Do it to the end. And I'm sorry if I'm acting. It's just so much is going on today. Like as soon as I get online, everything's all happening. So that's what's going on with me right now. Now, then you do 2 rows of this. So this is the first row. And also, I'm a person that prefers the back loop, but I don't stitch doing the front loop, and see the yarn just keeps splitting. With these yarns. And then in the turning chain, you do a single crochet stitch. Then you chain 1 turn and discontinue. So we're going to do a single crochet. We do uh, it's hard when you have yarn that splits. We will on Friday we will go over probably do another stitch. If this is a simple stitch, we don't need to do another day of this stitch. So we would do another stitch or something real quick. And that's what I'm trying to do now. Or not do stuff that's long, just things that are fast paced. And this is 2 rows of this. And then we'll start on the thicker, just so you can see the look of it. Say this is a stitch I've never heard of before. Okay. That I've never heard of before. So I'm just trying this today. But check us out on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe, comment, and share, depending on what platform you're on. That's that one. I want to finish this row and then we'll start on the fifth row, which will be the thick. And then we'll close the cup. It's me when I'm doing the single. It's hard for me to get the tension straight. That's what the problem normally is with the single crochet. So on this one, you're going to know where the thin yarn is because the colors are not really matching. We have white, and both of them are white, but the thin yarn, the white is more um, bright. It's brighter than the other one is. So chain one, turn, and continue. In the front. Wait a minute. Nope, I didn't. I missed it. I need to do the thick. I think I did too. Yep. But see, when you're doing the same colors like that, you cannot see it that good. So cut this and attach the thick one to it. Now, we're going to finish up the last row for the thin yarn and get right into the thick yarn. Chain one and turn it. Mm-hmm. Continue. So we're doing the thick yarn now. And you can do it with bulky and in the DK weight. You can do it with all kinds. As long as the yarns have are just drastically different. To the front loop, it's a little harder with the thin yarn, finding that loop. Yeah, yeah. And I will post the finished product on Facebook and Instagram. Just gonna do this one and I'll be done. What I'm gonna do is try out a different hook. But this hook is not getting it. Let me just look at something real quick. I want to know what else. I'm looking up what else can you use this stitch for. I gotta check this out on the internet. Okay. This stitch has a very texture that's slightly lacy. It uses only front loop single crochet stitch, a variation of single crochet. Hello, Maker Born. Terry, how are you? And what's recommended also before you do the stitch is make sure you master the single crochet stitch because the single crochet stitch is very tricky when it comes to tension. And because I'm having issues myself because I don't do single crochets a lot. I prefer the half or the double. And lately, instead of doing the single, I'll just do the half double. So you're just coming in. What is on your hook today? It's what's on my hook Wednesday. Single crochet in the turning chain, chain one and turn. Just have it has a different look to it. And it tells you do not change hooks when you switch yarns. Use the same crochet hook throughout. Using a hook that's comfortable size for crocheting with the heavier yarn. Okay. And you use a loose, easy tension throughout the piece. Try not to tighten up when you work the stitches in your finer thread. You don't want to pull, distorting it. And I got this from the Spruce Crafts. And that's where I found this stitch. And you can do a scarf. Now it tells you that you can do a scarf with this. You probably can do things like rugs and things for home decor. That's what I can see you doing with this particular stitch. I'm going to finish up this row and then we'll be done. And we've done 6 rows of this stitch. put it down. I don't know if you hear it, but there's some dog. There's some dogs barking. I don't know if you can hear it too. There's some not. These are their hunting dogs up there barking. There, you know, I can see it. This is how it's looking, and this is a thick and thin single crochet stitch. Thick and thin there, thick and thin front loop crochet stitch. Now, if you have any questions about it, let me know. We can go back over it. But what you do is you start out with a row of single crochet, then you work in every other stitch after every other row after that. You work in the front loops. I'm sorry, front loops of the stitch, and you continuously do it through all the rows. And for this, after every, we've been doing this every 2 rows. After 2 rows, we do 2 rows of thick, then 2 rows of thin. So this will only work with thick and thin yarn. So you have to find some yarn that's drastically different from each other. So with this one, I used the regular red heart yarn, and then I used, I think it's cotton fair yarn in white. Both of them are white. They're different variations of white, but they're both white. And this is how it's looking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a picture on either Facebook or Facebook and Instagram. So if you're on YouTube, let's subscribe. Go on our Facebook page or our Instagram page. But I probably will put on a video on YouTube also. Okay, so check us out. We offer classes. We donate items to charity. We have a group that donates items to charity. If you have to join us, contact us to do that. We also make unique items. So uh, check us out on one of our on one of our platforms. Check us out to see how we are. We see what we offer to you. So the summer's coming, and people may need something to do, something they can just take to the beach. I mean, if you go to the beach, you know, we read books, we just do different things. We just want to sit there and just enjoy being in the beach and want to have something to do. This is a good thing to do, is to take some yarn and on your hook and just sit by the water and crochet with a peaceful thing. Also, what we've been doing is talking about why crochet. Why do you crochet? Why do people crochet? And what today we were talking, what I posted was that it helps you with insomnia. So if you are tired, if you have suffered from insomnia, the repetitiveness of crocheting and constantly moving your hand will help you with that. And the things that I tell you, are have been studied. So, and that's for today. That's what we're talking about is how it helps with insomnia. So on those nights when you just can't go to sleep and you're still up, just get your hook and your yarn and go for it. Before you know it, busy back time. So we will be back on Friday. So until Friday, have a creative day and be safe.